Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. My name is Jack, and today we are going to be talking about, is it all worth moving to Australia? Now, we're going to get really deep, dark, and meaningful in this episode. So, apologies if I start crying. Apologies if we get a little bit too deep, but this is going to be real. I have not scripted this episode whatsoever. Usually, I write a little script, but in this episode, I thought, you know what? Speak directly from the heart, not from the head. So, is it all worth it? Is it worth packing your bags and leaving the country that you're in and moving to Australia? Now, the short answer is yes, 100%. 99.9%. This country is done everything for me. It's given me friends, it's given me family, and it's also given me adventures and memories that last a whole lifetime. So the short answer is definitely yes, but we'll deep dive and answer it more. Now the long answer is that it's been very difficult over the last 6 years for me to get where I am right now. It hasn't been smooth sailing. It hasn't been an easy ride. I haven't had the wind in my sails, and it's gone gliding in the direction that I wanted to go the whole time. It's kind of gone this way, this way, this way, this way, and then gone that way. It's took a long time, but I'm finally starting to get a bit of momentum in as to where I want to be in my life. But going back all the way from the start to make that actual decision wasn't easy. It was hard. You know, I had a relationship at the time that I'd been with the person quite a while, and to leave that person and my family behind, it's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. For me to actually make that decision was just to make a risk. Like, it wasn't all stamped. I was like, yes, it's going to happen. I did get a little bit of cold feet. I'm not going to lie, which is understandable when you're making that such big move on your own and you're leaving everyone behind, which is obviously the main issue of people, not just Australia, but people moving anywhere, even if it's just a few hours down the road. You know, it doesn't have to be across the world. Is leaving family behind, and that's obviously the most thing that I miss. Is my family and my friends and people who are still at home. Luckily, I've seen them about 3 times over the last 6 years, and my parents are getting old now, and my friends are doing other things, so it's kind of hard to keep in contact, especially with friends. Family is not too bad, you know, FaceTime and all that, and Facebook, which is a blessing actually for us expats that have moved over here. So we thank you, Meta. So the day that I actually left the UK was an extremely sad day, an exciting day, and a nerve-wracking day of that. But I knew deep down that it was the right choice for me at the time of my life. Like, I feel like nothing else was going for me in the UK, and I just went, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go. Gonna give it a try. If I don't like it, at least I can say, you know what? I gave it a go, didn't I? I gave it a go, and yeah, the whole journey I've had coming over here has been a complete roller coaster, but one that I'd never regret, really. You know, I have stories to tell, like I'm telling you now, you know, of what's gone on and what type of paths that I took, good ones, bad ones, mediocre ones. But yeah, the day I landed, it was obviously exciting and nerve-wracking, and just that feeling inside of just like, come on, let's go. You know, it only, as I say in the previous episode, it took me only 3 weeks to find a job and find a place to live, and away I went. I had a car, and 6 years later, I'm still doing the same thing. So, at the end of the day, is it all worth it? Yes, this country has given me everything. Like, it's given me a whole new life, a whole new career, just a better quality of life, fitness, health, mindset. You know, I feel like I'm able to achieve everything that I can possibly achieve. I've had 3 businesses that have all failed, but 3 businesses, not including YouTube, I guess, if that's a business. And it's just gives you, it's a life of opportunity. They say America is a life of opportunity, but Australia is just as good. Like it's, I feel like I'm able to do wherever I want and achieve as high as I possibly can. You're not brought, don't have this person government pushing you down and keeping you down to a certain level. Like for me in the UK, if I'd made it, I would have bought a 2-3 bedroom house on the street round the corner, and everyone would be, oh, Jack's doing really well. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing to do that, but it's kind of that ceiling that you have in the UK, in my opinion. And over here, that ceiling is just so much greater. Like there's people, millions and millions of dollar houses, flashy cars. Like if you're materialistic, which I am a little bit, but like you don't have to have those things, obviously, but people can get those things. Obviously, you need to know how. It's not just you flick a switch and you got all them, but you got to work to it. But it's there to be. There's a fly. Right, we're back. Sorry, no flies were harmed in this episode, by the way. But yes, as I said, to achieve anything that you want is definitely doable in this country, whether you want to be the best YouTuber or if you want to be the best footballer, if you want to progress in your career to the highest capability. Like it's just there to be grabbed, and I'm trying to grab it. It's about arm's length at the moment. I'm trying to pull it in. You just got to keep grafting, keep working. But this country allows you to do it. Like it's given me everything. I'd give everything back to this country. It's given me a lot more than what the UK has given me. Saying that as an Englishman probably sounds bad, and it probably adds a little bit of disrespect to the country, which I'm trying to not do. But I just feel more at home in this country. Like you don't belong anywhere. There might be my next door neighbor could say the complete opposite to what I'm saying. It's all opinionated. There's no script and there's no book that you go off. So yes, it is worth it. This country is definitely worth moving to. Just giving it a try is probably the best thing that you'll ever do anyway. Just giving it a go and saying, yes, I gave it a go. Wasn't for me. Fair enough. But for me, it is 110% worth coming over. Yes, I miss the family. I miss people back at home. Don't see them very often, which is understandable because I'm so far away. I manage that by keeping myself either busy or work-wise, or even speak to them on the phone. That every other day or once a week or something. You don't have to speak to them every single day. I mean, I don't think I spoke to them every single day when I was in the UK, but just that little bit of knowing that they're still there and still connecting with your parents and with your loved ones is something that you really need to do if you want to live over here, because that keeps you going. Because if you don't, then you kind of lose that. You don't lose the love because you always love your parents and you always love their family, but you lose that bit of a connection. You feel probably a little bit disconnected. But yeah, that's literally the only thing that would be a downfall for me. If I had all my family over here, which luckily I do have some of my family, then I've won the lottery. Unfortunately, my parents are not over here. My brothers and such friends. I do have obviously new friends that I've made along the way, and got a beautiful new girlfriend, and it kind of panned out, but that journey in between was just, especially with COVID, just it was a dark moment for me, especially with being, feeling that little bit lonely, only being here for a few months, and then all of a sudden the borders are closed, you can't leave your house. I don't know that many people being over here, so it was definitely a point of loneliness for me, and best thing that I did was speak about it, which I'm doing now. I'm not bottling it in over years or even days. Just speaking about it straight away, which is what all people should do. Men, women, talk about problems. It's the best thing that will It's the best cure. Talking is the best cure. Talking about it and opening up. Yes, it's hard. Yes, you may feel embarrassed, which, look at me. I'm wearing look at the shirt I'm wearing, and I'm talking into a camera. Like I'm putting it on the internet. Like, and I speak to people every single day. Like, it doesn't, they're not actually bothered. They're not actually bothered. They more congratulate you if you're doing stuff like that. But anyway, we're on a tantrum. Back on point. Is it Australia worth it? Yes. Do you need to do it? Yes. Will it be the best thing you'll ever do in your life? Yes. Yes, 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 and yes. All of the yeses. Ding, ding, ding. So I would probably now, if you're thinking about it, just book the tickets to come over. Just do it. Do it now. Go on. I'll sit here and wait. You done it? Right, okay. If you do come over, make sure to give me a message and we can meet up or whatever, or if you need a coffee, go for a walk. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. If you have any problems, I'm all ears. I talk a lot, but I also like to listen, so I'm more than happy for you guys to send comments or whatever, or messages and all that, which you'll find in the description below of all my socials and wherever, and you'll find me on there and find my day-to-day activities, which is usually what I post. I'm try and keep myself amused as well. But to conclude the episode, is Australia worth it? Yes. I've said yes about 50 times this episode. But yes, it's 100% worth it. You just gotta try it. You just gotta give it a go. Come over, live the best life that you possibly can. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. This is just a little quick episode, a little bit of a heart-to-heart between me and you guys. If you did like the video, please leave a like, drop a comment in below, and please subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys on the next one.